traders. Good morning, traders, and welcome to the Daily Call today, Friday the 17th of November. Before we get started, please understand that any advice in today's session is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Okay, let's have a look at what's happened overnight from the UK. We had retail sales come in at 0.3% as the cable continues to trade in a tight band. Now just under that 132 level, and we're approaching one of those edges of that band. So let's see if it can break through that and start to make a recovery, or if it starts to head back down towards that 130 zone. Locally in Australia, we had total employment growth was a little on the weak side. There was, though, relative good full-time employment growth. The employment change and employment rate numbers were 3.7 and 5.4% respectively. Aussie dollar traded in a really tight range yesterday, only about 40 odd pips, and it looks to end pretty much where it started, currently at that 75.85 zone. In the US, we had unemployment benefits rise to a 6-week high, with claims coming in at 249,000. US dollar had a mixed day yesterday as it performed well against the yen, but not so against the sterling. Fairly neutral against the euro and the Aussie. Although the data was not so strong, it did get some momentum from the passing of the House bill for the tax reforms, or at least the first versions of those tax reforms. Let's see what happens when it goes through to the Senate. Alright, so that's pretty much what's happened yesterday. Let's have a look at our chart of the day, and our chart for today is... It's the Aussie New Zealand on a daily time frame. You can see here that I've just spotted a newly formed channel. Please note that on the top side we have two confirmed touches. On the bottom side, I would consider all this cluster over here as one touch, and technically this would be the second touch. Now, should this chart continue to go downwards, then really it's not a touch at all, so it's really only a touch once we start to move away from it. We have, however, I think it's about another 5-10 minutes before the candle closes, but it appears to close as what I'm showing you here, which will make it an inside candle. So for the aggressive trader, you could be excused for attempting this trade. If not, then you need to wait till we get to the first possible trade opportunity, which would be up on the other side. But there you have it, the Aussie Kiwi dollar on a daily time frame. We are at a potential second touch, inside candle forming. So for an aggressive trader, it would be all systems go. Let's move on and let's have a look at what's happening in the final session of the week. We have at 7:30 tonight, Mr. Draghi will be speaking. That may affect the euro. And just after midnight at 12:30 from Canada, we have CPI numbers, and from the US we have building permits. That wraps up the week in terms of major data releases. As always, guys, please feel free to contact us if you do have any questions. Follow me on Twitter at ChatFX for trade setups, breaking news. Most importantly, hope you'll have a fantastic trading day. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you all on Monday. Bye for now.